There comes a moment in life when silence speaks louder than any voice, when privacy becomes power, and when mystery becomes your greatest defense. In a world where everyone rushes to announce their every move, the strongest ammunition, some applaud only to measure your next fall. So learn to walk your path in silence, to build in private, and to let your results roar in public. The power of silence. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strategy. It is the art of self-control, the weapon of the wise, and the mark of those who understand timing. Every word you don't say is energy conserved. Every secret you guard is a seed of strength that grows beneath the soil, waiting for its season to bloom. People lose battles not because they are unskilled, but because they speak too soon. They tell their dreams to the wrong ears, their plans to the wrong minds, and their hearts to those who were never meant to hold them. Protect your vision, protect your plans, protect your peace. When you are silent, you observe more, you understand more. You start to see the true faces behind the masks. The quiet ones are the ones who notice, the ones who win. Keeping your mouth shut is not just about secrecy. It's about discipline. It's the ability to resist the need for validation, to be content with progress no one sees. When you don't speak, you don't owe explanations. When you move quietly, no one can predict your next step. Very secret you keep adds a layer to your strength. Every word you withhold builds your inner empire. The most powerful storms gather in silence before they strike. From this moment on, make a vow to yourself, guard your words, protect your path, and honor your privacy. Silence is a force that very few understand, yet it holds the power to change the entire direction of a person's life. In a time where everyone is desperate to be heard, silence becomes a rare and valuable strength. It is not the absence of sound, it is the presence of control. When you learn to master silence, you begin to master yourself. You stop reacting to every comment, every opinion, every provocation. You start to see that not everything deserves your voice. Sometimes your quiet is the loudest answer you can give. Those who are quick to speak often reveal their weaknesses without realizing it. They expose their fears, their insecurities, their plans, and in doing so, they give others the power to interfere, to judge, or to sabotage. But the one who stays silent maintains the upper hand. Silence keeps others guessing. It creates an air of mystery, an aura of strength that words can never replicate. It tells people, I know more than I say, and I think deeper than I show. In silence, you discover truth. You begin to observe what others miss. The small details, the hidden motives, the patterns that only patience reveals. Silence teaches you how to listen, not just to words but to energy. It trains your instincts, sharpens your mind, and deepens your understanding of people and situations. The quiet moments become your training ground, where your wisdom grows unseen and your power builds slowly, waiting for the right moment to emerge. Discretion is not only a skill, it is a form of discipline that separates the wise from the reckless. It demands strength, patience, and maturity to keep your mouth shut when every part of you wants to prove, explain, or defend. In a world driven by validation, where everyone is eager to show progress and chase approval, discretion becomes a rare virtue. It is the ability to know what to say, when to say it, and more importantly, what not to say at all. Those who practice discretion understand that silence is not a loss of words, it is a gain of power. When you keep your life private, you protect it from unnecessary opinions, envy, and interference. People cannot ruin what they do not know. They cannot attack what they cannot see. Every plan you share gives someone a chance to discourage or sabotage it. Every dream you announce becomes exposed to the winds of doubt and jealousy. But when you keep your goals close to your heart, you give them space to grow freely without external noise. Discretion also builds your credibility. When you are known for keeping confidences and speaking wisely, people trust you more. They see you as composed, reliable, and in control of yourself. You gain respect not through loud declarations but through quiet consistency. The discipline of discretion teaches you how to move in silence, act with precision, and let your accomplishments reveal what your words never had to explain. There is immense power in learning to move quietly. When you do not announce your remove the pressure of outside expectations and give yourself the freedom to evolve without judgment. Moving quietly means focusing your energy on progress instead of presentation. It is a mindset that prioritizes growth over attention and results over recognition. The quiet worker, the one who builds without boasting, is often underestimated, but that is precisely the advantage. While others are distracted by noise, the silent one is preparing for impact. Those who move quietly understand that success doesn't need spectators, it needs patience, discipline, and consistency. Every unseen effort, every late night, every moment of silent struggle adds to the strength of your foundation, and because no one sees it coming, the results appear sudden and unstoppable. That is the beauty of quiet progress. It protects you from premature judgment and allows your actions to speak when the time is right. Moving quietly also shields your energy from unnecessary opinions. When you share too much, people start to interfere. Some will doubt you, others will envy you, and a few will secretly hope you fail. But when you operate in silence, no one can predict your next move. You become unpredictable, focused, and untouchable. The world only sees your success once it's complete, and by then it's too late for anyone to stop what you've built. Quiet movement is not about hiding, it's about mastering the art of controlled revelation. Focus is the weapon of those who understand that silence is not emptiness, it is concentration. When you learn to protect your attention from distractions, gossip, and noise, you begin to realize how much power is hidden in a quiet, disciplined mind. Focus turns silence into action, transforming every moment of calm into an opportunity for creation and growth. It allows you to see clearly what others overlook, to think deeply where others rush, and to make progress while others waste their energy explaining themselves. True focus is not about doing more, it is about doing what matters with complete intention and commitment. In silence, your focus sharpens. You begin to recognize the difference between what is urgent and what is important. You stop chasing validation and start pursuing mastery. Every minute spent in focused silence becomes an investment in your future strength. It's in those quiet hours of effort when no one is watching or praising that the foundations of greatness are built. The world may not notice your preparation, but it will never forget your performance. Focus also brings peace. It filters out the chaos of opinions, doubts, and comparisons, leaving you centered on your own path. When you keep your focus guarded, no criticism can shake you, and no distraction can lead you astray. You stop being reactive and start being intentional. You begin to move with clarity and precision, fully aware that the quiet strength of focus achieves more than the loudest noise ever could. ChatGPT results have a language of their own, one that needs no explanation, no defense, and no validation. When your achievements begin to speak, they carry a power that no amount of talking could ever produce. Words can be doubted, questioned, or dismissed, but results are undeniable. They silence critics, expose pretenders, and command respect without a single demand. That is why those who focus on action rather than talk always rise higher. They understand that success is not built in conversation, it is built in execution. Every quiet step forward, every unseen effort, every disciplined decision compounds into something that cannot be ignored when it finally appears. When you let your results speak, you rise above the noise of empty promises and shallow boasting. You no longer need to convince anyone of your worth or your vision because your outcomes do that for you. The power of results lies in their permanence. They stand as proof long after the noise has faded. A person who delivers does not chase recognition. Recognition chases them. The beauty of results is that they reflect truth. They reveal your work ethic, your persistence, and your discipline far better than any speech ever could. While others are busy performing for attention, you are performing for progress. You do not waste time defending your dreams, you dedicate your time to building them. And when the time comes, your success will echo louder than any words, leaving no room for doubt, argument, or denial. Strength built in silence is the kind that cannot be shaken because it grows from within, away from judgment, distraction, and comparison. When you choose to struggle privately, to endure quietly, you develop a depth of resilience that few ever reach. The storms you face in silence become your teachers. The pain you endure without announcing it becomes your armor. The moments when no one sees your effort are the very moments that define your character. In that stillness, you learn to rely on yourself, to listen to your own instincts, and to draw power from your solitude. True strength is not shown in loud declarations, it is revealed through calm endurance. Silence gives your strength time to mature. It's where you learn patience, self-control, and emotional balance. You stop needing others to understand your journey, because you know your purpose deeply enough to keep going without approval. Every challenge you face alone becomes a test of your inner power, and every victory you achieve without witnesses adds a layer of quiet confidence. Strength built in silence doesn't seek validation, it radiates naturally. When you keep your struggles private, you protect your spirit from unnecessary opinions and negative energy. People can't interfere with what they don't know. In silence, you heal faster, grow stronger, and think clearer. You start to realize that the most powerful version of yourself is not the one who speaks the most, but the one who endures, evolves, and rises without ever needing to announce it.